Okay student, today we see the next point of the topic, that is the transpiration. So transpiration means that is the loss of the water through the aerial part of the plant in the form of the water vapors, that is known as the transpiration. So here the transpiration, it mainly takes place through the aerial part of the plant, and that is mainly through the leaves. Okay, and here younger part of the stem. So transpiration, that is loss of the water, it is in the form of the water vapor, that is in the atmosphere. Okay, so here the loss of the water, it mainly takes place, that is about the 95% of the water it mainly lost, that is through the transpiration. %95 water is lost, that is out of 100% water which is absorbed by the plant, out of which 95% of water is lost, that is in by the plant, and here the only 5%, only the 5% water it is used for the metabolic activity, that is used by the plant for growth and some metabolic activities. Okay, so here the plants, that is mainly lost the water, it is in the form of the water vapors, that is this process is known as the transpiration. So here the water it mainly also transfer through this plant, that is by one process which is known as the guttation. Which is known as the guttation. So what is meant by the guttation? If the water is lost in the form of the liquid, okay, that is here water loss in the form of the droplets, that is the liquid form. Okay, it is known as the guttation, and this guttation process, it mainly takes place by some special structure, it is known as the hydathode. It is known as the hydathode. Okay, so these hydathodes, these are present, that is these are small openings, these are present on the leaves. Okay, and through this hydathode here the guttation takes place. Okay, so here the water it lost in the form of the water vapors. Okay, it is nothing but the transpiration process. But if the water is lost in the form of the droplets or in the form of the liquid, so out of the 100% water, by the guttation process, that is in the form of the droplet, only 1% water is lost. 1% water is lost by the process of the guttation. Okay, while by the process of transpiration, by the process of transpiration, 99% water is lost. 99% water is lost, which is in the form of the water vapors. Okay, so see, that is what are the types of the transpiration. So there are the three types of the transpiration which are mainly dependent, that is from the part which here the loss of the water takes place. So here the loss of the water it mainly takes place, that is through the three sites, that is one is the cuticle, another is the lenticel, and third is the stomata. So these are the openings through which here the transpiration takes place. Okay. So see here, that is the cuticle, it is the outermost layer which is present on the epidermal cell. Okay, so see, that is here, there is the leaf, we take the TS of the leaf, that is here is the epidermis layer. It is the epidermis. Okay, that is the upper epidermis and punha enter there is the lower epidermis. Okay, so here on this epidermal cell there is the thick waxy cuticle is present, that is the cuticle. Okay, and then lenticels, these are mainly present on the hard bark of the stem or the root. Okay, or it also present on the hard pericarp of the fruit, that is the lenticel. These are also the small openings. While the stomata, these are present on the leaves, that is on the upper surface or on the lower surface. Okay, so here upper surface, that is on the upper epidermis, there is also presence of small opening. If there are the small openings, okay, that is known as the stomata. These are the stomata. So here this transpiration process, it mainly takes place by these three sites, that is the cuticle, lenticel and the stomata. So see, that is the types of the transpiration. Types of transpiration. So transpiration, that is, it takes place through which site? So depending upon the site, there are the three types of the transpiration. So first type is the cuticular transpiration. Cuticular transpiration. So here the transpiration, it takes place through the cuticle. So cuticle, what is the cuticle? It is the waxy coating or the waxy layer present on the epidermal cells, that is known as the cuticle. And here it is the waxy layer. Okay, so here the transpiration, it mainly takes place through the cuticle. It is only about 8 to 10%. 8 to 10% transpiration, it takes place through the cuticle, that is the cuticular transpiration. Okay, so here the rate of the transpiration is inversely proportional to the thickness of cuticle. Okay, so the rate of transpiration is inversely proportional to the thickness of the cuticle. Inversely proportional to thickness of cuticle. Thickness of cuticle. म्हणजे जेवढा क्युटिकलचा थिकनेस जास्त, तितका ट्रान्सपिरेशनचा रेट काय असेल? लो. जेवढं क्युटिकल कमी थिकनेस असेल, थिन असेल, तेवढा ट्रान्सपिरेशनचा रेट काय असेल? हाय असेल. Okay, so here the rate of transpiration is inversely proportional to the thickness of the cuticle. Okay, so here the cuticle, that is it mainly made up of the waxy coating. लक्षात ठेवा, that is this waxy coating, it is known as the cutin. It is known as the cutin. So here the percentage is, that is 8 to 10% of the transpiration, it mainly takes place through the cuticle. Okay, so it is the cuticular transpiration. Then next site is the lenticel. Okay, so when the transpiration takes place through the lenticel, it is known as the lenticular transpiration. Lenticular transpiration. So what is meant by the lenticels? So the lenticels, these are the porous tissue that is which is having small opening, that is which are mainly present on the hard bark of the stem, or it mainly present on the roots, or it mainly present on the hard cover of the fruit. म्हणजे जनरली हार्ड कव्हरिंग, फॉर एक्झाम्पल फ्रूटमध्ये कवट जर बघितलं आपण तर त्याचं कव्हरिंग हार्ड असतं आणि त्याच्यावरती हे स्मॉल ओपनिंग असतात, दॅट इज नोन ॲज द लेंटिसेल्स. सो हियर द लेंटिक्युलर ट्रान्सपिरेशन इफ वी सी that is 0.1 to 1% transpiration, 0.1 to 1% transpiration, it mainly takes place through this lenticel. If we see that is the lenticels, if there is the bark or the stem, okay, so here on this stem, that is on the bark, here there are the small openings. हार्ड बार्क वरती कठीण जे बार्क असते त्याच्यावरती जनरली हे स्मॉल ओपनिंग असतात. दीज आर नोन ॲज द लेंटिसेल्स. सो हियर द लेंटिसेल्स, दीज आर मेनली प्रेझेंट, दॅट इज on the hard bark. So how the structure of the lenticel? If we see the structure of the lenticel, that is here the epidermal layer is break down. Okay, so see that is here the epidermal layer. It is the breakdown. So here is the see that is it is the epidermis. So here in the epidermis layer it is the breakdown, and here there is the small opening. It is produced. It is known as the lenticular pore. This opening pore, it is the lenticular pore. And below this there are the loosely arranged complementary cells. So here are the loose complementary cells. Loose complementary cells. Okay, so here these are the small openings, and they are mainly present on the hard bark, that is the periderm, okay, or on the hard covering of the fruit. So through the lenticels here, the only 0.1 to 1%, that is very less percent transpiration, it mainly takes place through the lenticels. So here this transpiration, it mainly occurs, that is through the daytime. So the rate of transpiration, that is the lenticular transpiration, is very slow. Okay, if we see the cuticular transpiration, that is it is 8 to 10%, while here the lenticular transpiration is only 0.1 to 1%. Okay, then next type of the transpiration is the stomatal transpiration. That is the third site of the transpiration. Stomatal transpiration. Openings present on the leaves, and through the stomata here large amount of water is lost, that is 90 to 93% transpiration, it takes place through the stomata. 90 to 93% transpiration, it takes place through the stomata. So the stomatal transpiration, that is it mainly depending upon the distribution. So if we see the structure of the stomata, that is stomata, these are mainly having the guard cells and the accessory cells and small opening, that is known as the stoma. We can see that is the clear structure of the stomata. But here if we see that is the stomata, that is there are the distribution of the stomata. See here, if here is the leaves, that is this in the leaf structure. If here is the upper layer or the upper surface of the leaf, okay, it is known as the dorsal leaf. Okay, dorsal side. And the lower surface, it is known as the ventral side. So here is the lower surface. Okay, so see, that is on the upper surface. Okay, there are the distribution of the stomata, that is they are mainly present on upper surface as well as in the lower surface. But depending upon the distribution of the stomata on the leaves are mainly classified into the three types. That is here the first, that is the epistomatic. Epistomatic leaves. So which are the epistomatic? Epi means upper surface. That is, if the stomata present on the upper surface of the leaf, that is present on the dorsal surface of the leaf. That is, these leaves are known as the epistomatic. मग epistomatic condition कशामध्ये मिळेल? Generally, these are occurs in the hydrophytes. Hydrophytes, that is these plants which grows in the water. For example, lotus. लोटस, कमळ, की याच्यामध्ये जर बघितलं आपण तर हे जे लीव्स असतात ते लीव्स कुठे असतात? वॉटरच्या सरफेस वरती असतात. सो इफ वी सी दॅट इज हियर इज द वॉटर like this, then here the leaves which are present on the water surface. Okay, so here the upper surface is free while the lower surface it is mainly on the water surface. Okay, so here the stomata only present on the dorsal view or the upper surface of the leaves. So it is the epistomatic. Okay, then next condition is the hypostomatic. The leaves are hypostomatic means what? Hypo means below. That is here the stomata these are present on the lower epidermis. Okay, so here the lower surface of the leaf. Upper surface epi upper. Okay, hypo lower. If the stomata present on the lower surface of the leaf, that is the hypostomatic. And this condition it mainly occurs in the xerophytes. In the xerophytes. Okay, for example, lyrium. Okay, so here these xerophytic plants means what here? That is the plants which grows in the less amount of water. म्हणजे जनरली इथं पाणी हे खूप कमी प्रमाणात पाणी जर सॉइल मध्ये असेल तर अशा कंडिशन्स मध्ये जे प्लांट्स वाढतात त्यांना आपण काय म्हणतो? झिरोफाइट. अँड इन द झिरोफाइटिक प्लांट्स दॅट इज हियर the stomata these are present only on the lower epidermis, that is to check the rate of transpiration. म्हणजे जनरली ट्रान्सपिरेशन हे कमी प्रमाणात व्हावं यासाठी स्टोमाटाचा जास्त नंबर हा कशा कोणत्या सरफेसवरती असतो? लोअर सरफेसवरती असतो लीव्स मध्ये. त्यामुळे इथं हायपोस्टोमॅटिक कंडिशन आहे. अँड थर्ड दॅट इज द एम्पिस्टोमॅटिक. Ampi means both. That is, if the stomata are present on the both surface. Okay, and this condition it mainly occurs in case of the mesophytes. Okay, that is the ampistomatic, and that is in the mesophyte example that is the grasses. That is here in the grass here the stomata these are present on the both surface, that is upper surface and also the lower surface, that is the ampistomatic. Okay, So depending upon the distribution of the stomata, the leaves, these are classified, that is epistomatic, hypostomatic and the ampistomatic conditions. Okay. So it is about the transpiration, that is the types of the transpiration. So here in the types of the transpiration we have seen three types which are depending upon the site of the transpiration. If the transpiration takes place through the cuticle, it is known as cuticular transpiration. Cuticular transpiration percentage 8 to 10% transpiration which takes place through the cuticle. Then lenticular transpiration, if the transpiration takes place through the lenticels, and through the lenticel transpiration it mainly takes place very slow, that is 0.1 to 1%. While the stomata, that is these are small opening present on the leaves. Through the stomata here the transpiration takes place, that is of the 90 to 93% transpiration takes place through the stomata. Okay, so these are the three types of the transpiration, that is the cuticular transpiration, lenticular transpiration and the stomatal transpiration. Okay student, the next that is about the structure of the stomata. So how the structure of the stomata is. Structure of stomata. So stomata, these are the small opening present in the leaves or the young stem of the plant. So stomata, through which here the large amount of transpiration takes place. Okay, so how the structure of the stomata? Stomata, these are mainly made up of the three main parts. That is, one is the guard cells. Second part is the stoma, which is the small opening, and third is the accessory cells. Accessory cells, or these are also known as the subsidiary cells. Accessory cells, or these are also known as the subsidiary cells. So see, that is here the structure of the stomata. It is having these three main parts. So see, that is how the structure is. So if we see, that is the stomata, which is having the guard cells. These are the kidney shaped guard cells in the like this. So these guard cells, these are the kidney shaped guard cells. So see, that is here, these are the guard cells. There are the two guard cells. Okay, in the dipod they are kidney shaped. Okay, then here in the guard cell it is having the thick wall. That is the inner thick wall. Inner wall is the thick. Inner wall is thick. So inner wall is thick, while the outer wall is the thin. Outer wall is thin. Then here the small opening present in these two guard cells. These are the two guard cells. Okay, it is known as the stoma. It is the stoma. Okay, so especially if we see the guard cells, these guard cells, these are mainly made up of the nucleus, and also in which there are the chloroplast also present. In the guard cells, the chloroplast also present. Okay, then here the guard cells, these are surrounded by the subsidiary cells, or these are the accessory cells. Accessory, or these are known as the subsidiary cells. So the subsidiary cells, these are the specially modified cells, and these cells, these are mainly having the source of the potassium ions. That is, in the subsidiary cells there are the potassium ions. That is, it is the source of the potassium ions. Okay. So here these accessory cells and these guard cells, that is the guard cell, it mainly helpful for opening and the closing of the stomata. We can see that is how the stomata gets open and how the stomata gets closed. Okay, next time. So see, that is here the opening and the closing of the stomata. This mechanism, it mainly occurs due to the guard cells. Okay, so here these guard cells, these are mainly kidney shaped in the dicot plants. While in the monocot, if we see, that is these guard cells, these are mainly the dumbbell shape. In the monocot, they are mainly the dumbbell shape. So see, in case of the monocot plant, that is the guard cells, these are the dumbbell shape. Like this, and then again these are the surrounded by the subsidiary cells. Okay, so these guard cells, which are made up of the chloroplast, then again nucleus. Okay, so here these guard cells, these are the dumbbell shape. Dumbbell shaped guard cells. Here the guard cells, these are the kidney shape in the dicot. Dicotyledon plants मध्ये बघितला पण तर guard cells हे कसे असतात, kidney shaped असतात. While in the monocot, the guard cells, these are the dumbbell shape. So here the inner wall of this guard cell, it is also the thick. If we see the inner wall of the guard cell, it is also the thick, while here this outer wall is the thin. Outer wall is the thin. Okay, so here in the monocot, that is the guard cells, these are mainly the dumbbell shape. That is the difference between the monocot and the dicot stomata. In dicot stomata, that is the guard cells, these are the kidney shaped guard cells. While in the monocot, the guard cells, these are mainly the dumbbell shaped guard cells. Okay, so if we see, that is in case of the cypress plant, this cypress plant, it mainly having both type of the guard cells. That is the guard cells having the kidney shape, or they also the dumbbell shaped stomata. So here the both type of the guard cells, these are present in case of the cypress. Okay, so see, that is in the structure of the stomata. That is here in the structure of the stomata, we see that is there the main three parts of the stomata. That is, one is the guard cell, another is the stoma, and the accessory cell. So stomas, first we see that is the guard cells. Once again, see that is the guard cells, these are mainly the living cells. Okay, they are having the nucleus, chloroplast, etc. And due to presence of the chloroplast in the guard cells, here the photosynthesis process takes place. Okay, so they are the nucleated, that is nucleus is also present in the guard cells. But these guard cells, it is having the most important characteristic, that is here the inner wall of the guard cell is the thick. Okay, so here, so that is the inner wall of the guard cell is thick. While here the outer wall of the guard cell is thin. Outer wall of the guard cell is thin. So here the inner wall, which is the thick, it is the inelastic. It is the inelastic or the non-elastic. While here the outer wall, which is the thin, it is the elastic. The thin wall, it is the elastic. Outer wall is the elastic. So here, when the opening of the stomata takes place, that is the outer wall, that is the thin wall, it gets stretched and the stomata gets open. Stomata gets open. So here the guard cells, it is mainly kidney shaped in the dipod plants, while in case of the monopod, the guard cells, these are the dumbbell shaped guard cells. Okay, so here in between these guard cells, here the stoma, while these are the accessory cells or the subsidiary cells. And then again it is surrounded by the epidermal cell. Okay, like this. These are surrounded by the epidermal cell. Okay, so see, that is here the guard cell. Then again next part, that is the accessory cells. Okay, so the accessory cells, these are mainly made up of, that is the epidermal cell, and this accessory cell which surrounds the guard cells. The guard cells ला surrounded जे cells असतात त्यांना accessory cells म्हटलं जातं. So these accessory cells, these are mainly a reservoir of the potassium ions. That is, these are also known as the subsidiary cells, and these are reservoir. म्हणजे इथं काय असतं तर पोटॅशियम आयन्सचा या accessory cells मध्ये काय असतो, साठा असतो. Okay, so it is about the accessory cells. Okay, so it is about the structure of the stomata. Okay student, so today we see that is about how the transpiration takes place, types of the transpiration, the structure of the stomata. Okay student, so today we stop here.